In this era of Kindles, Google Books, smartphones, and tablets, the knowledge of the world is right at your fingertips. One might think that would make libraries irrelevant, but the opposite is actually true. And libraries are changing with the times to serve the public in new and exciting ways. I sat down with librarian Dan Paquette and Berkshire Atheneum director Alex Ruskowski to talk about the importance of local libraries and the Atheneum's innovative programming.
We're the largest library in Berkshire County, and we're collaborators with all of our other libraries. We have a collection of about 250,000 items, probably more than that if you add in every roll of microfilm that we have. We're well known for our local history and genealogy collections. We just got a literary landmark recognizing our Herman Melville research collection. It was Herman Melville's 200th birthday on August 1st.
And he wrote?
He wrote Billy Budd, that's what you're thinking, right?
Moby Dick.
Pierre, Bartleby the Scrivener.
Of course.
Moby Dick, of
Yes,
course.
Yes. So when you think about libraries, like I feel like everything is so high tech. So I'm a mom and I have kids, and now they're bringing technology into the classroom, which is wonderful. But there's something different about walking into a library, you know, looking for that book that is just the perfect fit and taking it off the shelf, right?
Well, it's right there for you, and we're there to help you. But it's not just books. We have the technology too. We've got tons of ebooks that you can borrow right from the comfort of your own home or office or
anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. From the park bench, from the bus station, you can get them all from there. What we do offer in the library itself is the human connection, right? Our librarians, our staff are the greatest resource that we have. And we recognize the value of community and supporting our community. Where else can you go where you have a cadre of trained professionals and they want to help you solve your problems? They want to help you find what you need and want in the world. Even more than that, it's not just about finding it, it's often about helping you discover what you're really looking for. Lots of times we have ideas that are nebulous about what we really want, but it takes the reference interview, having somebody reflect back to you and dig a little deeper with you so that you really find what you're looking for.
I know that you are a librarian, and before we started this interview, you both were asking me questions about a particular book that I love. Is that something that you find yourself doing, is spending time with people and saying, well, I kind of want a historical fiction book for my 10-year-old, but I'm not really sure what to get? Do you start asking those questions in order to help them make the right choice?
Absolutely, because you go through, again, that reference interview to try and find out, what did you like about this book? What is it similar that may be found in another item that you're going to love as well? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I always, when I'm working with kids especially, encourage them to, if they don't like a book, to put it down and come find another one, because we've got millions of books at your disposal. So there's going to be something that's going to speak to you, and we just need to work with you to find out what it is you love about a certain item or love doing in your day, that we can find a literary match to that.
And you talked about working with kids. I think sometimes kids have like this remorse or guilt that they're going to abandon the book that they started. And I think adults have that as well. Like you get to page 30 and you're like, I just don't like this. That's okay though, right? There are other choices out there for you. Many, many, yes?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's freeing for a lot of kids when I would tell them, like, I'm going to give you this book, but if you don't like it, put it down and never touch it again, because they never get that power that when in school they have to read something. So for the joy of reading at a library is very different, and can be empowering for a kid. And
I think you hit on the joy of reading, especially when we're talking about kids. Sometimes it can be a struggle, and kids might be struggling in reading, whether it's in third grade or even on up, through high school. How do you help them build that confidence and learn to love to read?
Our summer reading program is all about that, getting exposure. We've started a new program at the Atheneum where we have reading partner programs so that our youngest readers, who maybe aren't the strongest readers, they get to participate in the summer reading program just like everyone else, with a helper where they're reading together. We're really supporting that and promoting it. We also have books for all levels. It's not just kids. Lots of adults have trouble reading. Different levels as well. I know that's one of the things that has been in the Toni Morrison obituaries of, like, this is literature that you really have to chew on, right? It's not just something to breeze by. So that's for everyone. We're we like to help connect people to what really resonates with them. When a story resonates with us, then we're willing to put in that extra work to really understand it.
And I know that you also have, I mean, you talk about many innovative ways of reaching out to people, but there's a lot of technology now built into what you do as well. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you have at the library, including the 3D printers.
Yeah, 3D, everybody's excited about 3D printing. And I think that that really represents a bit of a shift of how we think about the library or about our culture in general. In the past, we've thought about the library as I come, I get my book, I take it away. It's a very consumption kind of interaction. But we're more and more looking at creation as something that we offer. So with the 3D printing, we help you build something new. You can create something new. It's so cool to see a design that you created on the screen, and then this printer makes it, and you can hold it in your hands and really feel that you made that. I made that.
What have people made there?
Lots of fun things. Probably two of the most innovative things have been personalized chess sets, so that the chess pieces meant something in their worlds. And then we had a Boy Scout master who made like kerchief holders or bolos, or I don't know what you call them, in different designs depending on what their theme of their projects were.
And why did you go into this field? Why did this interest you?
I got interested when I was actually working at the Springfield libraries, just as a part-time job while I was going to school, and I found that I really enjoyed working with children and helping them connect with literacy. And then I just developed from there and went to library school, got my master's degree, and just continued to evolve how much I was interested in the field and the library work, and providing a great service to the community and being that community center. And so then I went on to be library directors, and and it's been a great ride of working in libraries, because people think that they may be dying out with the internet, but how vibrant and important they are still in the community.
And there is something different about walking into a library, right? Because there you have all the books right in front of you. I mean, you can get things, of course, on the internet and Amazon and everywhere else, but there's a different experience when you walk into a library. And I notice that, when you're walking in with kids, because it's almost like you're going into the toy store. There's so many different things to look at, and it's exciting.
And even better, you don't have to pay for it, right? The world is your oyster at the library. That library card is often the first opportunity that a kid or any of us has to have agency, right? We have some control, we have some power. I can use this card and borrow anything in this building. That's mind-blowing in the world today. But even more than that, the library is this really magical place where everybody is welcome. You don't have to pay an entrance fee. Basically, the only requirement is that you treat everyone nicely, right? You treat everyone with the same respect that you want to be treated with.
And it certainly teaches responsibility too, right? You're borrowing something, you got to take care of it. You're going to bring it back on time and all those things. But the libraries have moved, with the times as far as, the automatic renewals and the just how you're all connected. So if you can't find a book in Pittsfield, it might be in Belchertown, right?
That's so true. We're in the western part of the state, we're in the network called CW Mars, and we have about 150 libraries. So that gives any library card holder from Otis to Springfield to
Great
Barrington,
Adams, all around the central and western Mass area, out to Worcester. You have a connection to all these items at all the different libraries, and there's a system that they'll get sent from Worcester to Springfield to everywhere, and so you don't have to leave your local network. You can just check out a book from anywhere and return it at your local library.
And that's access to over 8 million items.
Which is incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Last month alone, we added over 11,000 children's books to the network.
Are there services that people might not realize are offered at the library and maybe underutilized as well?
Sure. Libraries offer a wide range of services. A lot of people understand that, there's story times for children, but a lot of libraries offer HiSET or the GED preparation classes, or some offer classes for learning to become a U.S. citizen. There's a lot of computer classes, people struggling with technology. Not everyone was born in the digital age, and now if you want to apply for jobs or do anything, it's almost all online. And so a lot of people need help in learning how to just use the basics of a computer, all the way up through job search how do they find a job in the modern world?
And we have the resources. All of our libraries have computers with, most of them have fiber internet access, so some of the fastest internet connections in your community are at the library. We also have ranges of the technology equipment, so if you want to try out a new iPad before you buy it, or you want to learn how to read an ebook with a friend next to you. Lots of libraries, including ours, have started libraries of things, so you can come and borrow a thing. For example, if you're having a party, you can borrow a karaoke machine from our library.
Really?
Use it for the weekend and bring it back.
Yeah, in other libraries, you can, if you're trying to learn how to bake something new, they'll have baking stuff like different pans that you might need. Other libraries are circulating kayaks. So it's
Our Museum
amazing.
Pass program is one of our most popular programs. You can use your library card and get a free pass to go to one of your local museums, which can be quite a cost if
That's
you
a
have
great
a large
resource,
family.
actually. Yes, definitely.
This year we've expanded ours. We included Tanglewood so that you could go see concerts there. Thank you, Tanglewood. And Jacob's Pillow dance performances in the Berkshires. But I know there are tons of opportunities here in Springfield too.